What the rich people never tell you. The man who is going to be here is Schopenhauer. Schopenhauer knew all along. No one who becomes rich ever discusses the future. They discuss the grind. The discipline, the freedom, the options. What they never discuss is the Tuesday morning 6 months ago when they awoke rich and thought as ordinary. Not ungrateful, just unchanged. Same mind. Same restlessness. Near same sense that there is still something just out of reach. Now better with a clearer sight. Schopenhauer called this, 2 centuries prior to the podcasting of it. Herein lies all that he knew was lacking in the wealth conversation. Money will fix the problems that money can fix. That sounds obvious. The category is not as expansive as people believe. Money eliminates material insecurity. It expands options. It minimizes real causes of misery not to be romanticized. But it cometh not in contact with the will, the restlessness, the comparison, the fear of a conscious mind that has never been made in a manner to feel secure permanently, no matter how much security it has amassed. The desiring which was producing anguish when you had nothing does not retire when the opposite occurs. It upgrades its targets. The man with naught desires stability. The stable individual desires liberty. The person with freedom wants significance. The significant individual desires posterity. The will is not exhausted of levels. It simply reprices the following one to equal whatever you have at present. Something particular to rich individuals, which Schopenhauer observed, and which everyone who attains financial independence quietly verifies, is as follows. The agony is not stopped. It is finer. There is an address to ordinary suffering, not enough money, certain external issues which can successfully be resolved. That is a sore agony, but it has a direction. The reason why wealthy suffering is more disorienting is that it has no address. Everything is fine. Nothing is wrong. The conditions that were to create the feeling have been realized. And it is no feeling. Schopenhauer would say that is the will at length exhausted of material excuses. At last uncovered, not by failure, but by success, as the true cause of the affliction it was always laying to the charge of circumstances. One thing money does do, and Schopenhauer admitted it point blank. It buys solitude, not isolation. Solitude, the ability to select the environment, to get out of noise and duty. To think not to be interrupted by the money pressure all the time. This was appreciated by Schopenhauer. He lived carefully, spent modestly, guarded his time with an odd maternal rigor, not to stock, but to conserve the atmosphere in which alone true thought could exist. That is the actual standpoint of financial security. Not riches as an end, but enough to give the more important than comfort. The question he would put to anyone who is pursuing wealth, not whether it is worth having money, but what you think will be changed when you possess it. What version of yourself you are anticipating to have on the other side. Whether that thing is there where you think it is. The honest rich, who are not in interviews at home, say the same thing. I imagined it would be different, more settled, more arrived. More as though the end of something than the same fidgeting in more comfortable quarters. Schopenhauer would not be surprised. He would merely gesture at the will, still running, still scanning, still producing the next model of not quite enough, and say ever it has been the source. The situation was what it was saying about itself. Money is well worth it. It is not romantic to suffer in poverty, and it is something that Schopenhauer never said. But the kind of riches that will transform the very feel of your inner being, there is no such version. And the better you find out that, the sooner you make use of that which you actually construct. Join Schopenhauer Lens. since lucidity is its own peace.